Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video where I talk about Love Live a lot. Today, the ultra rare cards for the Persona and Love Live collab were announced, and I have a lot of thoughts and feelings. Most of them are positive, so don't worry. I do really love both Love Live and Persona, but admittedly, I've only played Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden. I do have every intention of buying Persona 3, it's just that it's like $50, and that's a lot of money. But if anyone wants to drop $50 on my Ko-fi, I will definitely buy it, thank you. And unfortunately, I don't have any of the consoles that Persona 5 is available on, so I have enlisted a little bit of help. One of my good friends, Primal Green, has updated me on some of the personas that I'm not familiar with. We've actually been talking about this collab since it was announced because obviously having something that we're both passionate about crossing over with something that I'm passionate about is very exciting. And we were very keen to see which personas would be paired with which idols. As mentioned, I'm really only going to know the Persona 4 characters, but I have in passing played bits and pieces of Arena, so I'm at least a little bit familiar with some of the Persona 3 characters. That said, let's jump right into it. I'm going to start with the campaign girl for this collab, Ellie dressed as Elizabeth. I feel like this was a very obvious choice, but I absolutely support it. I think this is a perfect match. Ellie just looks fantastic, and I have a severe weakness for Elizabeth. Yes, just look at her. As safe as a choice as I think this was, I don't think that any other character could have fit this role, particularly if they were dead set on having Elizabeth as part of the campaign girl image. Ellie is definitely the only muse girl that could fit this role, and she does look very good. Next, we're going to talk about the Aqua Super Rares. So these have been out for a while, so I've had a little bit of time to ruminate on these, and my reactions to the Muse Girls are going to be a lot more rambly just because I have already kind of talked about these with other people, and you know. First up, we have Chika and Psyche. So I think that this was kind of an odd choice because Chika is a very bouncy and energetic character and Psyche is so elegant. I think, at the very least, this outfit is gorgeous. The wing earpiece is definitely my favourite feature, and they've stayed so true to Psyche's design with the flowers and the ruffles, like all the different design features of this skirt. I do really like that in a lot of these designs, personas that have long skirts have been given shorter skirts because that really stays true to the idol part of this collaboration. Like, it'd be all well and good to just take that outfit and put it on Chika, but the artists have clearly made a very visible effort to create something new, and I love that. I love it so much. I think the amount of thought and detail put into these really shows, and that's why I don't mind this choice for Chika. I mean, look, she looks fantastic. I think maybe the pose could be a little bit different, like if she just put her leg down and wasn't so full-on idol, just playing into more of Psyche's elegance just a little bit more. Next up is one of my personal favourites, which is Riko and Himiko. So Rise is hands down my favourite Persona character. I love her to bits. And although I don't have strong feelings about Riko either way, I do really like this choice. I think that Riko and Himiko look really, really good together. And the outfit! So, as I was saying, the designers have stayed very true to the personas in this. So having Riko in a really simple dress and putting all the detail into her accessories is a fantastic idea. I love the headband, I think it looks fantastic, and the inclusion of the ribbons adds much needed dynamicism to this piece. It's very, very good. I love the shoes, oh my god. Next up is the first pairing I encountered that I wasn't actually sold on, which is Kanan and Necronomicon. So obviously there's going to be some pairings that seem kind of weird, and this is definitely one of them. However, they've gone and done something that immediately makes me love a particular design, and that is they gave Kanan tiny bat wings. I cannot express how weak that makes me. I do really like that they kept the dress's silhouette very simple, because Necronomicon has a very simple silhouette, but all the detail is in the patterning, and that's exactly what they've done with the dress. I think it's fantastic, and I would wear those boots in a heartbeat. I also really like that they've added that curl to her ponytail. That's a really simple but effective way to add a bit more shape to this piece. Next is another pairing that I really like. Daya and Kaguya. These two look phenomenal together. The colours, the layers, the patterns, everything about Kaguya suits Daya. And I think that really played to the designer's strengths here, because in reality, I could see Daya wearing this in like a non-collab card, like as just part of another set or maybe an event card. It just suits her so well. And admittedly, I'm not crazy about Marie as a character. I don't really remember her because I didn't actually do her social link in Golden, but I think that aside, these two were made for each other. Next, we have Yu and Cendrillon. I love this outfit so much. It suits Yu very well. The blues and the golds, just, they are her colours. They always look good on her. And the little bow is very cute. I love the transparent detail at the bottom of the skirt. I think that's a really nice touch and a way to not only fill in the negative space at the bottom of the skirt, but really drive home the fact that this is an idol outfit. All the patterns and the colours in this, like, it feels like there's a lot happening, but the way that they've simplified the cape into little sleeves is fantastic. It was an excellent choice. I think these two look great. Next, I love this. I love this so much. I really like Labris, and although I don't really know much about her outside of her appearance in Arena, I am so glad that Yoshiko got paired with a character that I actually know. So, admittedly, I don't know much about Ariadne as a persona, but I do know about Labris and I love her to bits. This is a very cool outfit. I love that they turned the armor into a bomber jacket. That rules. And I will admit, I'm not usually crazy about designs where a character is wearing an open jacket with like a crop top or a bra, but I honestly don't mind it here. Maybe it's because it's in a chibi style, but I don't know, there's just something about the way that this outfit goes together that really appeals to me. It's probably the long skirt at the back. I'm very weak for designs that have uneven skirts. I love them, I love wearing them, I love making them, and I love seeing them. So I'm very glad that Yoshiko was done justice here. Hanamaru and Lucia, I think, is a very good combination, and I love the shapes here. The pins holding up the bottom of the skirt and the ruffles at the top. It does feel like kind of a weird match for Hanamaru. I would have expected to see something like this with Yoshiko, but I think pink is a really good look on Hanamaru, and the way that they've incorporated all the strange elements on this persona just looks fantastic. They've managed to create an idol outfit from a glass orb. Look, I do really like Lucia as a persona. Like, the humanoid personas that wear clothes are usually very hit or miss with me, but this one, because it's so weird, but the way that the skirt is connected and just this big old orb instead of legs, that's cool. This is cool. Next is one that Primal Green was very excited to see. Mari with Orpheus. So, as I learned digging through the Persona Wiki, Orpheus actually has two forms, and this is specifically the female form, which is cool. The colours look really good on Mari. I love the outfit. I think overall this is one of the more simple ones, but it's so effective. The metal detailing on the headband with the little horns and around the knees is very cool, and the sort of leg warmer-esque silhouette they've used for the shoes is very effective here. I also just love the shorts. I'm quite weak for puffy pantaloons when they're done well, and the metal cuffs around the thighs is a very nice touch. Finally, Ruby and Pandora. So I think this was a weird choice. I mean, I wasn't a fan of Ruby's outfit in the Shadowverse collab, and this persona kind of has similar silhouette vibes to that, but I do really like how they've adapted that design. The cape and the, like, buckled up jacket. It's so cute. And her little pigtails are adorable. Having the cubes as her like hair ties, or what were they called back in the day? Bobbles, I think? That might have just been an Australian thing, but you could get like hair ties with plastic beads on them, like these big sort of bubble looking things. I'm pretty sure they were called bobbles. Ruby's got bobbles in her hair and I love it. So overall, I think the Aqua Girls look absolutely phenomenal. The choices were very strong, and although I think maybe some of them could have been shuffled around a little bit, at the end of the day, they all look really, really good. So I'm not about to complain. Before I move on, I haven't been able to find this, but it's something I've been speculating, is whether or not the artist that did these cards was also the artist that did Persona Q, because it's very similar, and I feel like either they got that artist or they hired someone else to mimic that style, because it's not quite there. It's close, but it's not quite, right? I just think it'd be really cool if they did get the same artist in, because, you know, you're doing a collab, why not get the artist from the game you're collaborating with? Or in this case, games. Moving on, we have the Muse Ultra Rares. So these are obviously done by the artists that typically do the Love Live cards, and oh man, okay, these are absolutely gorgeous. First up, we have Honoka and Palladion, or Palladion, I'm not sure. This is phenomenal. I love this outfit so much, and I have been notified that this was Aegis's first persona, so immediately one of my favorites. I love Aegis to bits. The details around the bodice and the bottom of the hem and the loops at the top of her boots, the big flouncy sleeves, and just everything. Everything about this is absolutely phenomenal. I love that they've incorporated so much of Palladion's detail into the outfit, and it reads really well. Like, I feel like even without the headpiece, you would be able to associate that very quickly, because you've got the gold detailing around the sleeves and then big flowy sleeves in that really nice teal color. I love this so much. Next, oh man, just give me a second to try and pronounce this. We have Ellie and Penthesilea. That sounds good. She looks incredible. I think, obviously we already had an Ellie outfit, but this one-ups her cosplaying as Elizabeth. This is just straight up gorgeous. The rivet details in the corset and the chain garters, the crown and the big sleeves. I cannot fault this at all. She just looks absolutely incredible. Look, I'm always here for Ellie with her hair down. It's gorgeous. I love that instead of putting her in a one piece, they've actually given her a skirt and put that triangle detail at the bottom of the corset. I think that was a very, very good choice, because obviously they are still idols and they need to have some kind of stage appeal, so the skirt was a very good pick here. However, I would have included the shapes around I'm not going to say it again. The Persona's legs, those big cuffs. I actually would have put them maybe at the bottom of the corset, or maybe as a small detail at the top of her socks. Just something to really get that shape in, because really the strong silhouette from this outfit is coming from the sleeves and the collar, and it's kind of lost when we get down to her legs. I mean, for all we know, she's got those really big cuffed boots, so that could be cool, but I don't know that we'll get full images. Hard to say, but if she's got the big boots, then that silhouette is not an issue. Next, I don't actually like this one, I'll be honest. Kotori and Johanna. This is a weird pick. I think of all of them, this is the pick that I like the least. I mean, look, the outfit is very cool, and it's very true to, like, the fact that Johanna is a motorbike, but I don't think this is a good pick for Kotori. I can see why they did it, because it's very fan servicey, but I think that there are other personas that would have suited Kotori better. That said, I will still talk about the outfit. The corset is very cool. I love the shaping that they've used and the lines continuing into her shorts. The asymmetrical garters is very cool, and the armor off one shoulder is a very, very nice detail. I think including the scarf and goggles was a nice throwback to Makoto, but overall, I think that this outfit maybe would have been better suited to a different character, or maybe none of them. I'm not sure. It kind of feels like the steampunk set that they did a while ago, which I did really like that set, but it just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't scream Kotori, you know? Next up, we have probably my favorite pairing of the entire collaboration, which is Umi and Konohana Sakuya. So I was really hoping that these two would get paired up because they're both very graceful, very elegant, and Umi and Yukiko are both absolute dorks, and I love that for them. I do feel like this outfit is kind of cheerleader, but it does work because obviously Konohana Sakuya has kind of the pleated skirt and the tight top. If it's wearing a top, that might just be markings. But the tassels on the sleeves is done in a very elegant way because tassels can look really, really tacky, but I love that they've incorporated them in such a way that they look very soft. Like when she moves, they'd be very floaty. And the hairpiece is just gorgeous. I mean, for what it's worth, I would definitely cosplay this, and I've never had any desire to cosplay Umi before, but I would wear this in a heartbeat. Next is another pairing I think is absolutely perfect, Rin and Tomoe. So obviously, yellow, tomboy, it makes sense. Rin wears it well, the jacket with the cool detailing and the skirt with the armor and the lace-up boots. The pose as well really lends itself to this outfit and Tomoe as a persona. Like, this is very cool, and I want to say that the kick is kind of a throwback to Chie, and I really hope that's the case, because as we know, I love callbacks and references to other characters, and it's very cheesy, but it appeals to me greatly. I love this. Next, my personal favorite, Maki. I love this pairing. It's very cutie panther, but I think maybe that was the vibe they were going for. I actually expected Nico to get paired with Carmen, so this was a very welcome surprise. I love the outfit. I do think the cheetah print and the ears are kind of tacky, but it works. It's a very over-the-top outfit, and I personally would have liked to see it without the cat ears. I think just having the drills and maybe some kind of clips in her hair, like maybe clip-on cat ears instead of a headband. I don't know, but anything Maki wears, I'm going to love, guaranteed. I love all the details in this. There's just so much going on, so many layers and patterns and textures, but it just, somehow it all comes together in such a beautiful way. I would also cosplay this, but this one would be a lot harder to make. Next, I don't know how to feel about this one. We have Nozomi and Sukuna Hikona. So I honestly feel like Sukuna would have been a better fit for Rin if they hadn't included Tomoe, but I definitely wouldn't have chosen Nozomi. I mean, the outfit rules, and I think that she looks fantastic, but I just don't feel that this was the right pick. And maybe that's just because I have very strong opinions on Naoto as a character. I mean, I love Naoto, but the way that they handle gender in Persona is not great. And of any character, Nozomi is definitely the most feminine. And I feel like that was a major plot thing with Naoto, and even now I'm avoiding using pronouns because I don't even know what to use. That's sort of the point that I'm at. But I still love Naoto. I still love Nozomi. The outfit's great, and I love that they've added some little details to idol this, like the frills on the sleeves and the pearl epaulets is very cute. But yeah, I don't know, I just wouldn't have picked Nozomi. If not Rin, then maybe Honoka? Maybe? I'm not sure. I also just realized that the cape at the back has the tails kind of like Sukuna's wings. That rules, actually. I do like that. I'd also cosplay this one. Finally, oh no, not finally. I was jumping ahead. We have Hanayo and Io. I love this so much, and I think that this is another perfect pairing because these two just have the same gentle, reserved kind of vibes, and everything about this outfit screams Hanayo. The horns are so cute, the flounce top and the two-layered skirt rule, the shaped detailing along the neckline to mirror Io's, like, seat, I want to say. It looks like a chair. The boots as well. Oh my god, the shoes. Love them. Just everything about this is actually perfect. I would honestly rank this up with Umi because, oh man, it just doesn't get better than this. Now, finally, we have Nico, and I'm assuming that's pronounced Milady, but I'm gonna say Milady because it sounds better. This is a good matchup. I think the very extravagant and over-the-top design of Milady definitely works with Nico as a character, and the outfit is so good. I love that they basically one-to-one copied it and just changed a couple things here and there, like obviously made the skirt shorter, changed the waistline detailing, and gave her some really cool hair accessories. Her hair looks fantastic. I would really like to know what kind of shoe she's wearing, but any design that has those like single-fingered gloves with like the rings is going to appeal to me. And it does pain me that I like Nico's outfit or pairing, just the whole everything that Nico has going on. I like it more than Nozomi, and that's a crime because I love Nozomi and I have very negative feelings about Nico. That's for another day. Anyway, I am very keen to get into this event. It looks like the pre-collab campaign is going to be ending in 5 days, so hopefully we can get those cool items in-game. I'm also very, very keen to play Persona songs in Love Live. I really, really love the music in Persona. It's one of the main features of the series as a whole that I just consistently adore. And when I saw that we were getting 3 songs, like the intro songs to Personas 3, 4, and 5, I actually lost my mind. I had to scream to Primal Green that, like, they're putting the songs in the game, and it's just very exciting. It's very cool to see. So I will be playing this event live. It will be next Monday from 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish Australian Daylight Savings Time. I'll be going for a few hours doing the gacha that I've been saving up for and playing the new songs. I'm assuming that we're gonna have to scout the cards, which is why I've been saving up, but we'll see. Maybe I've been doing all this work for nothing. It does seem like, from the website, it looks like we are getting, like, scouting in some capacity, which is cool, and we're also getting event stories, which is very nice. Looks like Morgana is gonna be canon in the Love Live universe, in kind of a weird way. That's fun to think about. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this. I'm very keen to see how it goes. I'll definitely be uploading my scout, at least my scouts. I won't be able to upload the songs because YouTube hates that. But expect a highlight video sometime next week, probably, maybe, could be the week after. It depends how my workload is. But if you want to watch the full stream live and unedited, go to twitch.tv/batwingtensei and be there next Monday.